Hello, Zaec. This is the collective of Elijah, and we are very much excited and appreciative. We are looking forward to being here today with your collective to speak today on what it means to bring the essence of your highest vibration into your day-to-day human life. This is, in fact, the purpose of your higher self. Your higher self wishes to experience itself in your regular, routine, day-to-day moments. And so in today's transmission, we wish for your audience to leave with the knowing, the understanding of how to infuse the essence of their higher self into their daily living. In any given moment where you find yourself engaged in what you may otherwise think is a routine or mundane life experience, something that you do every day, and you do it so consistently, so frequently that it has become an unconscious part of your day, and so therefore it's something you're doing completely unconsciously. It's on autopilot. It's a program that is expressing through your human mind. In one of these moments, we would encourage your audience to practice instead becoming incredibly conscious of this routine action. When you do this, what you will find is that you're able to use the moment as a portal through which you can express the higher vibrational essence of your higher self. The higher vibrational essence of your higher self is nothing more than high vibration. You can think of this high vibration as something such as joy or love. As you then use a regular routine moment to become conscious, therefore opening a portal through which you can bring the essence of your higher self, you will then know what it means to be the essence of your higher self in a regular human moment. And so, for example, you are engaged in a regular daily moment. You pause. You bring your full attention and awareness to this moment. As you do this, you are then opening a portal. You are opening a portal because you have brought your attention into a very fixed position or a focal point. And so you can think of it as though you are placing your attention upon the moment as a laser beam, because you've paused and you've brought all of your mind, or as much of it as you can, into this moment. You're aware of how you're moving through the moment. You're aware of what you're doing in the moment. You're not simply focused on the end result of what you're doing. You're focused on the experience of what you're doing. And so you're aware now of more detail of the moment. And as you do this, as you become more aware, you then choose to feel how you wish to feel about and with this moment. As you're bringing the joy of your higher self into this moment through nothing more than your choice, not waiting for the moment to justify joy or to bring you joy, but instead using the moment as a spot, a place in time and space where you can then choose to bring joy. Choose to remember what it's like to feel joy. This is a practice. As you do this, you are then knowing the real you. The real you is this frequency. It's simply a frequency. Understand that the real you is simply a frequency. No different than the false you, the ego you, being a frequency as well. It's simply a lower frequency. The real you, the higher self, is a very different frequency. It feels better. And as you're there bringing this different frequency, you may think of this different frequency showing up as gratitude, appreciation for this moment, curiosity about this moment, observance of this moment, stillness in the moment. These are ways in which you are practicing different expressions of what make up you. You're practicing being a different expression of you in the moment, just as we're doing now, slowing down our pace, our speech, interacting with this moment in a slightly different way enables a slightly different experience of the moment. The value and quality of the moment is entirely based on your experience of the moment. How you experience the moment is everything. Practice experiencing moments in new ways. As you do this, you will show your nervous system that it's safe to do this. You'll become more aware of the variety of ways in which you can express. You'll become more confident in expressing different versions of yourself. All of these have value. You're learning about the depth of your true self. As you become more accustomed to the practice of pausing, bringing your full awareness to the moment, and choosing how you'd like to feel and experience that moment, you'll become better at choosing higher and higher vibrations in that moment. This is the real purpose of your higher self. And as you become more accustomed to this, better at it, quicker at doing it, you will realize how valuable each and every moment is. You will know that all you're really interested in doing is using the moment to feel the higher expression of yourself. And this will become a higher value. It will become critically important to you to use every moment for what it's worth, to bring in the higher version of you. If you bring a higher version of you through a higher vibrational frequency, higher emotion in the moment, then what you will experience is a better moment. And if you just keep doing that, what you will experience is a better life, because every life is just a moment. So don't let this moment go to waste. Decide instead to place how you use the moment as a higher value. Value your usage and relationship with the moment higher than you have. If you decide that you'd wish to value this moment higher than you ever have before, then what you will tell your unconscious mind is exactly that. I now value interacting with the present moment in a new way, more than I ever have before. And so therefore, your unconscious mind, open and receptive to the instructions that you give consciously, will begin to learn to become more aware of the moment. It will learn to say, this moment is a higher value. Therefore, what am I bringing into this moment? How am I using this moment? What am I doing with this moment? What version of me am I being in this moment? What you experience in your life is nothing more than a reflection of your consistent state of being. If you realize that your life experience and the patterns that you experience in relationships, business, absolutely everything or anything that you can think of is a reflection of how you are most often, your state of being, then all you must do is value being something new, something different, something higher vibrational, something closer to what you choose to consciously experience. All you have to do is bring that into the moment. And if you can master bringing that into every single moment, then you will have mastered life. You will have mastered deliberate and conscious creation. You will have become a conscious creator, because to create consciously is only to create your desired experience in the moment. The experience is inside of you. So let go of thinking the experience is only the material aspects of reality that I interact with. It must be this car. It must be this partner, this person, this physical event. No. The experience, regardless of the material element of the experience, that which you see outside of you, The experience is happening inside of you, entirely inside of you. Regardless of what you're interacting with physically, the experience is inside. Whether or not it was a positive or negative experience is inside of you. How you interpret the material elements, the outside world, how you perceive it is your experience. So get used to, become better at creating your desired experience inside of you first, instead of relying on the outside to look or feel a certain way in order for you to justify feeling how you actually want to feel. Become the master conscious creator of your state of being, and you will realize that the outside of you will shift. It must, because it only ever reflects the inside. Value this experience above and beyond all else. Value this above and beyond all else. This is a practice. Do not expect for this to become your highest value overnight. It must be learned. The mind learns through repetition and intensified emotion. And so if you bring a higher emotion into each moment and you do that repetitively, your unconscious mind has no other option other than to learn that this is your new value system. And this becoming your new value system will be the way in which you operate. It will become natural for you. And others will look at how you are creating your life consciously and wonder and become inspired and ask, how are you doing this? Why and how has your life suddenly transformed? And you will know it is because you had done the one thing that you had not done previously. Mastering how you relate to the present moment, which is only mastering how you relate with yourself. Mastering how you relate with yourself. This is a self game. Because it's not about as we said, the external environment that you're actually experiencing. How you're experiencing it is up to you inside of you. And so it's a relationship with yourself. The outside world holds no power over you, over your state. Your state is what you create. And so this must become what you value. You must decide to make creating your desired state of being important. It must become important. Otherwise, your unconscious mind will dictate how you use this moment, and it will create this moment in the same way it's created all previous moments. And this loop continues, and you drag the past into the present and into your future. This begins and ends with how you use the moment. We thank you for this opportunity to share our perspective on mastering conscious creation through the portal, through the opportunity, the gift of the present moment. We look forward to our next transmission, and we'll see you then. I love how Elijah makes it so simple. Conscious creation boils down to how you use this moment right here and now. But you see, for most people, because the unconscious mind is just it's just running on autopilot all the time. It really requires vigilance of the mind to be consciously aware of how you're using the moment. Because if you let go of that conscious awareness, well, your unconscious mind is just going to give you, like we said, more of what is already within. And so when you're doing this and you're bringing your conscious attention to the moment, keep in mind that your unconscious mind, always being alert and aware, is now aware of how you're using the moment consciously. It's going to be a new experience, right, for the unconscious, because the unconscious is just running along its program until you pause, bring all of your attention into the moment, and all of a sudden the unconscious, still open, is receiving a new instruction. And it may look very different than the state of being you were just in unconsciously. So give yourself, be patient with yourself. Give yourself grace as you're doing this, because your unconscious may feel a bit hesitant to all of a sudden learn it, right? But that's natural. That's just the way the mind works. So, think of this as a game of allowing your mind to become more and more okay with the way that you're choosing to be with yourself every single moment. Give yourself grace, go easy throughout this process on yourself. And you will create a whole new life as you get better at doing this. I can absolutely promise you that, because this is just the way the mind works. So with that being said, thank you for joining today's transmission. I will see you in the next video. Subscribe to the channel if you have not yet already done so. And I'd love to know how you're resonating with this transmission. What was your biggest takeaway? What did you learn? I'll see you in the next video.